Welcome to our channel. If you're new, I'm Emma and this is my husband Trev, and together we love travelling. We love cruising, but in this series we're going to take you for our first ever visit to Disneyland Paris.
Hi guys, welcome back to our Disney adventure.
What we'd like to do in this vlog is explain the Priority Pass, the difference between an Access Pass and where you get them. Now there has been a big change. From the 19th of November, you cannot buy your discounted tickets for you or your carers on the gates. You have to buy them online. We bought ours online the day before because we'd seen a post, luckily enough. But people were at the gate trying to get them and they were saying no, you cannot buy them. So please be aware, don't bring cash or anything because they won't accept it. You must purchase your discounted tickets. We'll leave the link in all the description of which one you need to click on before you get here. Head on over to the official Disneyland Paris website. Click on before you arrive, and then you need to click on the tab that says Accessibility at Disneyland Paris. There will then be a tab that shows you the special rate Disney parks. Click on Learn More, and this is where you will find the reduced rates. Remember, you must be eligible for a priority card in order to receive these tickets. Guests with a disability can enjoy a 25% reduction on the price of the Disney park tickets for themselves and one other person. Again, it does remind you that you need to bring your proof. Keep watching because we will talk about proof you need for a priority card later on in the vlog. So when purchasing the tickets then, you can choose a 1-day ticket, a 2-day ticket or a 3-day ticket. We had the 3-day tickets, and then as you scroll down you will see difference in prices for the different days. Just like if you're buying the normal price tickets, only option is to buy 2 tickets. You can't buy 2 adults and 2 children. It has to be an adult or a child, 2 adults or 2 children. Here I am showing you then how to indicate the days you would like. So you click on the ones you would like. It does show you the price variations, as I said, in the different colours. Scroll down, indicate that we wanted 2 adults, and then it will come up with a 3-day, 2-day park dated tickets for guests with disabilities, and it shows you the difference in price between a normal price ticket and the reduced price for tickets for people with disabilities with a 25% reduction. You must buy it, as we've said, before you get to the park. This is the major change that lots of people are getting caught out on. So please make sure you buy your ticket first and check your eligibility, but keep on watching. There are 2 types of passes at Disneyland Paris, a Priority Pass and an Easy Access Pass. First of all, we're going to explain how to get a Priority Pass and if you qualify and what criteria there is in order for you to get one. Priority Passes. I had a Priority Pass when we went to Disneyland Paris and found it extremely helpful. It was brilliant for the shows, for the parades, and also getting onto the rides. But it does need a little bit of understanding first of how you get one. Priority Pass is available for anybody who is receipt of the following awards: a disability living allowance, attendance allowance, personal independent payment, armed force compensation scheme, certificate of vision impairment, a UK disabled card, a national disability card, an access card or a Nimbus card, a parking card for disabled people, a blue badge, a registration card, a BD8, an adult disability payment, disabled students allowance or Scottish child disability payment. If you are in receipt of any of these, then you are eligible to apply for our Priority Pass before you head out to Disneyland Paris. To apply for the pass, you can apply for up to 1 month before visiting on the website. We will leave a link below in the description. You must upload a photo of yourself in the style of a passport photograph, so do have one ready because you will need to upload one. We are going to take you through the process now to show you exactly what you need to do. So head on to the Disneyland Paris website, and at the top you can see the little headings, and you're going to click on Before You Arrive. before you arrive has all the accessibility information that you're going to need. It has maps, it has booklet guides. There you can click on request a priority card. It takes you then to this page and it tells you again the list of documents you need as proof. We've just seen those, and we're going to show you step by step now exactly what you need to do. This shows you the order of things you're going to do now, and then we're going to go through it together to help you along the way to make it as easy as possible if you are eligible for a priority pass. So click on next. There is a list of countries on a drop down menu. Each country will have specific requirements. We have based this as if we are in the UK. So you will see all the different countries here. Scroll down to the bottom and eventually you'll come to the United Kingdom. Click on United Kingdom and then you have to say, I am in receipt of one of these. Again, there's the list, just in case you've missed it. I'm sure that you will have these. Now, just to let you know, you only need to be in receipt of one of them. You don't have to take all of it, just one. So you then click on, yes, I have one of these documents. And it'll then take you to the next page. It asks you to indicate the day of your first visit. This is the day that you are actually going to enter the park. Not the day you arrive and you might be staying off-site somewhere. It's the day you enter the park. I'm putting in the 28th of February as an example for you so you can see. So click on the date. You're going to enter the park your first day and then click next. And then it has a series of questions that you need to answer honestly. So do you have mobility problems and require the use of a wheelchair or other mobility aids such as a walking stick, other things like that? I use a mobility scooter, so I clicked on yes. So yes, next. It then asks you if you will be accompanied at all times in the attraction. Well, I have Trev, is my carer, so the answer is yes. Click on yes, next. Are you able to get in or out of an attraction vehicle, such as a train, a boat, or any other sort of type of ride, unaided or with the help of one of your companions? I can't do it on my own, but I can do it with the help of somebody. Click yes, OK. It then asks you to fill in your details, so you need to put in the name of the person who is in receipt of one of those lists that you've just seen. So I put my name, Emma, my last name, and this is the point you need to upload a photograph. It's a bit like a passport style one. I didn't use a passport style one. I just cropped a photograph that I'd got of myself from being off somewhere on our little jaunt and used that. It has to have your full face, no hats, no glasses. Then enter your email address. Make sure it's correct. Confirm it underneath and then click next. Once you've done that, it will say, thank you very much for applying for Priority Pass. And then you should receive in your email, thank you for your request, it has been received. It may go to your junk or your spam, have a check. You need to keep this somewhere safe because at the bottom of it, you will have a code. The code itself is what you use on the day you go to collect your ticket. So there you can see it says request number. This is the one you need. This is mine. I kept it from when I went. I kept it in my emails nice and safe. So on the day I could pull it up on the screen, show the cast member when I went to collect my priority card. Please remember to keep it safe. I also screenshot it in case I couldn't get signal in the park. Top tip. I would honestly, I really can't recommend enough screenshotting it on your phone because they will ask you for that. I just handed my phone over and the cast member typed in the number because they need that to be able to print your priority card out. It's at this point when you go to the ticket offices that they will then ask you for your proof of documentation. You do not need to upload anything during the application as you've just seen. You have to show it on the day that you actually enter the park. It does tell you there that the priority card is valid for 7 days from your first visit. If you cancel or postpone your stay, you will need to do a new request. So do remember that. It's really, really important. So what do you do then when you actually get to the park? What do you need to take with you? do not need to upload any documentation at all, as you've just seen during the application process. However, when you go to collect your priority pass, this is when you must take your documentation. You must take an original copy on the day you're collecting it of one of the awards that you have just seen on the list previously. I took my Nimbus Access card just because it's easier than taking lots of paperwork. I took my card, handed it over along with the reference number. If you don't have a Nimbus Access card, that's absolutely fine, and you want to take one of your award letters, for example, if you have Disability Living Allowance or PIP or Attendance Allowance, your awards letter must be dated within the last 12 months. So if you have your Christmas bonus letter, that's absolutely fine. If you don't have anything dated within the last 12 months, you can ring them and they will send out an updated awards letter. Disneyland Paris will not accept any documentation that is over 12 months old, and it has to be an original. I really recommend applying for a Nimbus Access card. It's a very quick, simple process. It's £15 and it lasts for 3 years, and you can use it in lots of places around the UK and around the world too. Remember, you only need to take one original proof of documentation. So if you have a blue badge, just take the blue badge for the person that the priority pass is for. If you have an access card, just take the access card. You don't need to take loads of everything. You must also remember to take valid identification with you. Remember, if you have a British passport, you must carry it with you at all times according to French law. So if I were you, I would keep it somewhere very safe. On the day that we collected my priority pass, I showed her my driving licence. However, we did actually have the passports with us just in case. So please remember, in order to gain your priority pass, you must show your documentation on the day you collect your pass. It has to be within 12 months if it's a letter from DLA. If you are taking your blue badge, just take the blue badge. Just take one, as long as it's dated. After applying for your priority pass, you will be allocated a colour based on the questions you have answered on your online application. If you are awarded the green colour on your priority pass, you will have no ride restrictions. Green is normally allocated for people with no mobility needs, such as if you are neurodiverse. However, it is slightly different when you line up and queue for the rides. You must use the Premier Access line to enter on the following rides in both the Disneyland Park and the Walt Studios Park. Remember to use the Premier Access line. Top tip, screenshot it now so you can remember, because it is a very specific list. If you are awarded the purple or orange colour on your priority pass, you will also have no ride restrictions. You need to follow the wheelchair disabled symbol shown on the screen when you enter the rides. Lots of these will be on the exit for the rides, so walk towards the exit and you will see the disabled line there. Follow them round. Remember, there is always a cast member waiting to check your priority card. If you are awarded the orange colour on your priority pass, you may be asked to wait until another orange user has finished their ride, as some rides can only have one orange user present at each time. For these rides on screen now at the Disneyland Park, you will see that you will be asked to transfer into a wheelchair if you are in a mobility scooter. So when we went to Star Tours, which you'll see in a second, I had to do the same. So we have just done Star Tours. Fabulous. If you are in a scooter, they will ask you to transfer into a wheelchair. There is a wheelchair waiting for you. Follow it round and there is a lift up to the correct floor, and then you come out of the wheelchair, if you can, into the seat, and then as you exit the ride, the people will bring the wheelchair for you, and then you go back down the lift into the shop and then back up to collect your scooter. Brilliant, absolutely loved it. Hope you enjoyed watching that. If you go to the Walt Studios Park, you will also be asked to leave your wheelchair or mobility scooter on Crush's coaster, because it does have steps up and down. We actually didn't ride on this because I don't like spinning coasters. Blue. If you are awarded the blue colour on your priority pass, you will have some ride restrictions. Blue awarded pass holders are not allowed to ride Peter Pan's Flight and Crush's Coaster due to the evacuation process because it does have a vertical ladder. So these are the only two rides you have restrictions for. Grey. If you are awarded the grey colour on your priority pass, you can only ride these rides. At the Disneyland Park, you can only ride the Buzz Laser Blast, It's a Small World, Thunder Mesa the Steamboat, Flying Carpets, and at the Walt Studios Park, Spider-Man Web Adventure, Ratatouille and the Cars Road Trip. The ride entrances for all colours are very clear. If you are awarded green, you must use a Premier Access queue entrance on the rides. See the earlier list, I would screenshot it. All other colours must follow the disabled entrance. Look for the wheelchair symbol. They are often at the ride exit. A cast member will always be waiting at each entrance for every ride and will always ask to see your priority pass, so keep it somewhere handy. We suggest getting a lanyard because you do have to take it out quite a lot during your visits. What then is included in your priority pass? The priority pass allows the user and 4 others to access the ride with minimal queuing using the dedicated entry points. Remember, if you are awarded green, you need to use the Premier Access queue on those lines that we have already showed you. There are no ride time outs or limitations apart from if you are blue or grey. The Priority Pass allows the user and up to 4 others to access shows in the preferred seats. You need to arrive at least 30 minutes before. We would say up to 60 minutes on a very wet day. Remember, they are different to the paid seats. The user and 4 others can have return time slots for character meets, and you must go to the meet location at least 20 minutes before. At busy times, we would even recommend getting there 30 to 45 minutes before. A cast member will always be standing by a disabled flag or a green umbrella. They will issue you with a return time to meet the character. The priority card holder must be with the people in the party in order to return. If you want to meet Mickey, you need to head to his house, turn right and go to the side door and ring the doorbell, and you will be actually asked to come and wait inside the house. Look at us, we went to meet Mickey. If you want to meet Darth Vader, you need to go to Starport and use disabled entrance. In the Princess Pavilion, join the priority queue entrance, which is at the exit to the right of the main entrance. It will take you about 25 to 30 minutes from the start of the ramp. Avengers Campus Hero Training, you have to book on the Disney Paris Land app, like everybody else. The holder and up to 4 others also have priority access at some restaurants and quick service places. You still need to book the restaurant times though, just like we did in Pim's Kitchen. You can't just turn up. The holder and 2 others also have access to the priority viewing areas for the parade and the fireworks. There are 2 areas for the parades and 1 area for the fireworks. These get extremely busy, and we're just marking on the map now where you need to walk. Please remember, it's very important to get there at least 45 to 60 minutes if you would like to get a great space. So you walk up to Main Street, turn left as if you're walking towards Big Thunder, and as you're just walking up the path, turn right as you can see on the map. Follow it round, and then the yellow area marked on the map is where you actually stand to watch the fireworks. This is the disabled priority entrance, but it's only for the holder and 2 others. You can't have any more people than that. This is the spot that we had to watch the fireworks from the priority area. As you can see, we were really close. Enjoy. Because we wanna, yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. For the parade, you can stand on the corner of the Emporium. So as you can see, it's marked in purple on this map. This is the priority viewing area if you have a priority pass, and it's up for the holder and 2 others. You can't have any more than that, and they do check it, so please be aware. As I said, if you want to get a really good spot and get to the front, we suggest 45 to 60 minutes before. The second type of pass that you may be eligible for is an easy access pass. This is a pass that is designed for people with specific medical conditions. So this card is issued if you do not have any of the qualifying elements for a priority pass, but you may have a medical condition that is on the list that you're about to see. Conditions of the pass are slightly different to our priority pass. So if you have had any of these illnesses online, I'm not going to read them out to you because you can see them, just hold the screen. If you have any of these and ones on the next page, you are entitled to an easy access pass.
I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit when we go for more. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. Shine a little Let's hit the club, time to make a move, make a move. We got it late, ain't got nothing to prove, nothing to prove. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing.
You must have a medical letter as proof in order to apply and receive an easy access pass. The letter needs to be written and signed by a medical professional. It can't be a nurse, it must be a doctor. It has to be on headed paper and preferably stamped too. It also has to state which medical condition you have from the lists you've just seen in the last 2 pages, and it must be dated within the last 3 months. At Disneyland Paris, you will get a priority card or an easy access card if you meet the requirements of both. You are not allowed to have both cards. The priority card itself supersedes the easy access card. The easy access card does not come with the same entitlements as the priority pass it does. It allows the user and up to 4 others to obtain return times for rides only. So you have to go to the ride and present your card. The cast member will then write a return time to return to the ride equal to that of the main queue. When you return, you will then ride quickly. You can only have 1 time to return to a ride at a time. It's a bit like queuing, but not actually standing in the lines. And you do not get any access to disabled viewing areas for parades or fireworks. So it is very different.
We're hopefully going to show you now a clip of where you come when you first enter Disneyland and you come for the security. There is a special gate which Trevor's videoed to show you where to come in.
Yeah.
As you enter the security area, you need to head round to the right hand side and look for a green umbrella. Can you see it there? Go all the way around the flower bed and you're looking for lane number 2. Follow it round and you go to the security man in front of you, and this is the line for all disabled guests. This is where you enter. Quicker, and you don't have to stand in all the long lines.
I videoed most of it, I got to it, but then the security guy was looking at me very weird, so I stopped.
We're going to try and show you now. So when you come into the park, you have the Disneyland Hotel in front of you, and Trev's going to just show you where to get the priority passes, and then we'll show you where you enter the park, because you don't have to walk in with everybody else. You go through the disabled parts.
Yeah. So guys, as you come in, that queue, that's where you go to get your priority pass.
After receiving your priority or easy access pass, you can then enter the main Disneyland Park. You either go for the main entrance, just the left hand side, but as you can see in front of you, there is a green umbrella. These signify the disability stops. If you head towards this entrance is primarily for people who are disabled. It is wider if you're in a wheelchair or mobility scooter. You head up, the cast member will ask to see your priority pass or easy access card. You then show it them, so as you can see, and you then go through underneath the Disneyland Park Hotel, heading down the gates in front of you. This is where you have to show your data ticket. You scan your tickets and then you can go through the stroller area, disabled barriers. Some cast members will ask to see your priority card as you are entering through that gateway. On arriving in the Disney parks, you can also head to City Hall, Studio Services, Reception or the concierge desk at your Disney hotel to request your priority card or your easy access card. Wheelchairs and strollers can be hired from Euro Disney. They can be hired from the stroller and wheelchair rental points in both Disney parks. They are subject to availability and they don't need pre-booking. They do incur a daily charge and a deposit is required. Stroller rentals are €30 per day plus a fully refunded €60 deposit so that you can take the strollers between the parks and back to on-site hotels. Wheelchair rentals are €25 a day plus a fully funded €200 deposit to take between the parks and back to on-site hotels. I require a mobility scooter, and so I needed to hire one when we visited Disneyland Paris. However, Disneyland Paris do not hire mobility scooters at all. So this is a bit of a problem, so hopefully this guide can now help you if you need one to hire one. There are different companies out there that you can choose from. I use Motion for Rent, but you can also choose Overt Medical. I'm going to talk about Motion for Rent because I used them and had a really good experience with them. A mobility scooter cost £221.73 converted from euros to hire from 4 days, and I had to give a £361.46 deposit, which was fully refundable, and it was delivered to my hotel exactly when I asked for and collected. We stayed off site, which did pose a little bit of a problem because mobility scooters are not allowed on any of the shuttle buses. So if you are staying off site, do you need to be very mindful of this, because we had to use Uber XL vans to dismantle the scooter, put it in the boot, arrive at Disneyland Paris, reassemble the scooter before we even started the day. Our top tip if you need to hire a mobility scooter is please try and stay on site if you possibly can, because it is very difficult if you're staying off site and quite a distance away to get the scooter to the park unless you can dismantle it, and they are very heavy. Well guys, that is the end of our Euro Disneyland Paris vlog.
Sadly it's come to an end. So on that note guys, we're gonna love you and leave you.
I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who has watched our vlogs, supported our channel and subscribed. Remember, it's free, subscription doesn't cost anything.
Thank you so much guys, we really appreciate it. We're starting to grow and we're loving it and we're loving all the attention. You know, it's fantastic, so we can't wait.
Remember, if you spot us around, come and say hello and we'll give you a sticker and you get a picture on our socials as well.
Yeah. Remember that. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna say, keep on
wandering. Au revoir.
Au revoir.